we often misguided about the term public speaking. It sounds like a politician, a trainer, a motivational speaker, or a pastor. They are the public speaker, or even only the CEOs, head of HRs, the C-level people. No, it is not. Let me tell you very outright clearly. If you are speaking with a single person, or in a group setting, or in front of 100 people, when you are speaking, it is considered you are speaking publicly. That means you are a public speaker because there is a voice, there is a connection happening in between, and there is an energy in between is actually transmitting through your body, through your words, through your facial expression, everything. There is a cause and effect relationship, and because of this persuasive speaking ability, your life going to be transformed. Hello everyone, can I ask you a question? Why public speaking is one of the most important skill for you, for your life and for your career? Let me tell you, I have realized this answer in the last 10 years only. And since then, my life has changed. In this video, I am going to talk about 3 most important reasons for public speaking that can change your life, your direction. See, maybe you are going this way, you're heading this direction. Now, what I am introducing you is this direction. You see the difference between this direction and this direction. Here is the gap. So slowly but surely your gap would expand like this way. So this is the potential you, I, and everybody is actually missing from their life, from their career. That's what my realization, and yours could be different, and that's absolutely okay. So what are the 3 reasons that we should gather, acquire, learn the public speaking skill? Here is the 3 reasons. And this 3 is actually most important reason. There might be many. Number 1 is actually we speak publicly because we want to communicate with others. And we all know in today's world, communication is the key, isn't it? We have heard it many times. But how do we communicate? That's another question behind this point. Let's go to the second point. Why do we communicate? Why do you communicate? Answer is simple: to connect, to establish the connection between the parties, between the people, even with your husband, wife, children, colleagues, clients, customers, neighbors, whoever it is. We need to connect with each other. That is how we can see in another way. Let's say inside a room, and in this room, there are some switches actually located on a particular place. And this switch is actually connected with so many wires inside. You see, and this switch is connected. That's what my point is. When you switch on that switch, the connection establishes among the wires. And then lights actually going to lead, the sound going to record, and everything is actually going to happen behind. That's what matters most. And that's called connection. Now imagine this. The switch is there, wire is there, and everything is meticulously designed. But there is no connection between this switch and the wire. Simply a disconnection. Everything is set, light, camera, sound, the switch, people, everything is there, but there is no connection between the switch and the wires. Guess what? You can't see me. There won't be any light. So that's the power of connection. And that was the number 2 reason. Everything happens since then. If we are disconnected even with our family, what will happen? Our life would be so miserable. Guess what? If you are disconnected even in your workplace, you won't get what you deserve. Maybe you are working hard, you're working very smart, but because of disconnection, the perception going to happen about you is going to be created about you. So that's the power of connection. What's the third thing? Why we speak publicly? Even if it is 1% or 10%, doesn't matter. The moment you open your mouth, you are speaking publicly. People are watching you. People are observing you. And hence, they are having their own perception about you. They're setting a standard about you. And that's called perception. The third final thing happens. We connect because we want to convince you. I want to convince you I am trying to convince you. There's another way, right? Now, you see, who doesn't need to convince others? Even a child, even a newborn baby, let me tell you this way. He or she tries to convince his parents just immediate after birth. How is that? You see, a baby cries immediate after taking birth. He wants to convince that and connect to the world that I am here, I am loud and clear, I am alive, and I have a need. And if he or she doesn't cry, we are worried about that baby. In the second phase, you see, when baby cries, mother come to that baby and feed her, takes care of her, maybe give her warm clothes or change the diaper, right? That's the power of convince. You see, it starts immediately after we all have taken birth in this earth and planet, haven't we? We did, right? So that's the number 3 thing. Now, behind this number 3, communication, connection, and convince. You see, it would be very nice, this convincing, if it could have been like the way a baby does. And I call it in 2 words. What are the 2 words? Baby is actually persuade, through the crying. And this persuasion happens so meticulously and so perfectly because of the nature of the communication language, because baby is crying and the persuasion is happening so out loud and clear. But you and I, we cannot cry in this world every time when we want to communicate with others in the workplace, in the business, in the industry. Can we? No, we can't. Now the question is, how do you persuade others? So that's called persuasion technique. That's called persuasive speaking. That's the beauty of speaking. You and I, when we are communicating, connecting, and convincing, if there is a packaging, here is my word, packaging, persuasive way, the flavor, the tone, the intention, the tonalities, everything is called the packaging. Hey, would you buy some product if the packaging is actually broken? If the package is not going to attract you, the color wise, the look wise, the shape wise? For an example, a soap, without a package, would it be good? Would you buy it? Think about it. A banana, what are the package, right, of a banana? If I give you like the banana flesh empty, would you buy it? No, you won't. So that's called the package of persuasion. How it looks, how it feels, how it's appearing, the context outside, that's going to create a message inside the brain of the people, inside the receiver's brain, let me put it that way. And our brain is so powerful, it has 86 billion neurons. It's going to connect inside and creating that coherence and giving you the message in a flash of a second because of this persuasive technique. And in today's world, that's why the power of public speaking is so good. And I said the most important skill could be in your life. But you know what? We often misguided about the term public speaking. It sounds like a politician, a trainer, a motivational speaker, or a pastor, or imam, or rabbi. They are the public speaker, or even only the CEOs, head of HRs, the C-level people. No, it is not. Let me tell you very outright clearly. It's not. As I said, if you are speaking with a single person, or in a group setting, or in front of 100 people, when you are speaking, it is considered you are speaking publicly. That means you are a public speaker because there is a voice and there is a context and there is a look around, there is a connection happening in between, and there is a energy in between is actually transmitting through your body, through your words, through your facial expression and whatnot. Everything, there is a cause and effect relationship, and because of this persuasive speaking ability, your life going to be transformed. Here is the final thing. Why public speaking is the most important skill? Because it will help you to transform your life at the very first place. And guess what? If your life is transformed, imagine from now into the next 3 years, how that would be if you are achieving 10 times better, bigger result in front of your career, in the business, in the relationship that matters most, 10x growth. Yes, that could happen in even faster than 3 years. If you simply acquire this, what skill? Public speaking. And with the ability of persuasion, your result will speak for you. You may not have a lot of other skills and capabilities, but because you have this innate ability to communicate, to connect, and convince others persuasively, you are going to transform your potentiality into the reality. And that's why exactly we need to learn public speaking, the art of speaking, or the power of persuasive speaking. And I want to invite you to consider this concept of transformation through public speaking. And I want to thank you for watching this. And please let me know and reach us through how we can help you to learn this very skill of transformation for your life. And that's called the power of public speaking.